and then listing off who you have and discussing it. So what I'm going to do is give you guys two options.
Okay.
You're going to
I like that, yeah.
You're going to pick the option, explain why, and then I'm going to give you from the option you didn't pick, I'm going to take that option and give you another one. So for example, Michael Penix, Justin Fields. Just say that.
Ooh, okay.
This isn't where we're starting. This is the example for the audience.
Oh, okay.
Nasty.
Justin Fields.
So Justin Fields. Okay, now it's Michael Penix, Sam Darnold. And it's gonna follow that formula the rest of the time.
Okay.
So
please don't start with that one person.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's gonna be one person going through the whole thing. So
I'm not.
I like that structure you said. Like
Stunner gonna put a pipe bomb in my car.
So I am going to keep up with the answers y'all choose, and then we'll add it into the video after.
Okay, bro.
All right. It just feels good to talk about football, don't it, though? Like,
Listen. We are
that,
so close.
We so back. We so close, bro.
It's crazy. I had to, you gotta sit your girl down in the summer and remind her, like, when football comes, like, the true love of my life is back.
So listen, bro. The best thing about me is I have made football Sundays girl-friendly. Because you know what you do?
Yeah.
Food.
That is facts. Women love, listen, that is.
You know what two things women love? Women love food, and women love to take naps.
Facts.
So on football, NFL Sunday, you know I cook. I got you. I'm going to make you whatever you want.
Yep.
I'm going to take care of you. And it's either going to be a crock pot meal or it's going to be just an in bulk meal. Where when I say crock pot, I mean like rotel dip, something like that. Yeah. That you make in a crock pot and you can eat all day. Or it's going to be some ribs or some wings, something like that. So we're going to have some good food. You're going to get your midday nap in. Yeah. And
that 425 game, you sleeping.
Yeah. Exactly. 425 game, she knows she go to sleep. And the thing about her is she like the intensity of football. She liked oh my God, the last second field goal. She liked that. Yeah. So the Sunday night football games, she really fucked with, and she liked the Ravens and the Eagles. I mean the Falcons and the Eagles. So she really watched them play at 1 o'clock. So for me, football Sunday is great in my house. My girl is excited for football season as I am because of how cozy the house be.
Listen, football Sundays are like,
it's heaven, bro. It's literally heaven.
Football legit took Sundays from the church. Like, niggas used to go to church on Sundays. Like, niggas legit used to go to...
my land.
Like, everyone. Like, for real, think about that shit.
My Lord.
Nah, for real, think about this shit. Like, for 60 years, niggas, everybody went to church on Sundays.
Bro, he just keeps going. Like, he won't stop, Jeremy.
Pastors had a choice. It's like, yo, kick off at 1.
That's all right.
That used to be a regular thing in sermons. All right, we got to make kickoff. Like,
not preach through lunch.
Oh, shit, man. Shout out to the black church. But white people are like, what are you talking about? Church get us at 11:30.
When Augusta, we go at 10 o'clock. We had about 11:15.
You feel me?
Man,
you feel me?
You been in that black church like, it's 12:45, kickoff 1.
You like,
it's going to take me 10 minutes to get to the crib.
The altar call going to take 20 minutes.
You sitting there like, you hit one of these, all right, it's time to come on.
Nah, that's a fact.
Okay, so we're going to start our quarterback power ranking. And Ish, you go first.
Bet.
The first two quarterbacks I have are Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson.
Oh, yeah. 15.
At number 1, Ish goes Lamar Jackson. Jeremy, who is your pick?
I mean, you know who I'm going, Lamar. Lamarvelous.
Okay. And that was the easy one. We don't have to discuss why it's Patrick Mahomes. Right. Jeremy, I do want to hear why you said Lamar Jackson at number 1, though.
I think me personally, I think it's Lamar's at that, like, he's at his, I think he's at his stride now. I was talking to somebody, I think Lamar, this is where it's so much riding on this, but Lamar wins his first one. Remember how Patrick Mahomes won his first one, he got so easy? Yeah. Then when Lamar wins his first one, he was start around them.
No, that's 1,000% how it is, but I do want to shoot you some bail because this is an interesting argument that I've had. I'm a crazy nigga. I have arguments in my mind, like waiting for niggas to argue with me. But if you said Lamar Jackson had a better year than Mahomes last year, I wouldn't be mad at you.
He did. I think Lamar probably had we had 45 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. And if you want to be honest, when you watch the games, 4 of those picks was not even his fault. Those were like facts. He dropped it and somebody else caught it. Like he wasn't like he easily could have been like 45 and
1,000%.
That's crazy.
That would have been nuts, bro. He don't even that shouldn't happen. Like I'm glad them picks happened because that would just look too silly. That would look too silly.
And I think just the level of play. I'm not saying like Mahomes is on a decline. I'll never bet against Mahomes. But I would say this, though. I feel like Josh Allen and Lamar could get better.
Right.
I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes can get. I think Patrick Mahomes is like here.
Right.
But I think it's still room.
Right.
Because people still think Lamar can't pass the football.
Facts.
So as in like, hold on, you got somebody who can probably the fastest person in the league.
Yeah.
I think it's so much room. Like Lamar said, I'm only 28 years old.
Yeah.
Like I'm only 28.
I'm gonna get to my Lamar point after we do the top four, because I agree with a lot of you're saying. So our next two quarterbacks are Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen.
I'm gonna go Lamar.
Jeremy, you're going Lamar. I gotta go off itch list because we can only do one. But yeah. Okay. So explain, because this is gonna go. Explain why you have Lamar Jackson over Josh Allen.
I think the best thing Josh Allen does, Lamar does better. Simply, I think Josh Allen is best as a runner. I think Lamar Jackson is a better runner than Josh Allen, bar none. But of course, what separates them is from the rest of the quarterbacks is their throwing ability, and Josh Allen does not possess the decision making that Lamar Jackson does. Bottom line, I don't think, and the Bills do not think you would just watch the whole season of it, Bills fans, before you comment about what he can and can't do. They told you he cannot make every decision like an elite franchise quarterback. They took the ball out of his hands. You had your best season because he does not possess that capability because that gene in him. Yeah. That fucking gene, that Brett Favre, that Josh Allen.
Yeah, that Brett Favre.
That gene that says Aaron Rodgers just blew his Achilles the first play of the game, throw it into triple coverage.
Yes.
It's that's the thing. No matter what you say about Lamar coming up short, or same thing with Josh Allen, who has, of course, no rings, no Super Bowls. But as much as I've seen Lamar, of course, you're not going to win them all. I've never watched a Lamar play confused. Like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
I've watched games of Josh Allen where there are games niggas think he's concussed. Lamar has never had games like that. And I think that's what separates them.
Okay, perfect. Next group, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow.
Ooh, golly.
It's tough, man.
Ooh, that's a tough.
This is tough. I'm going to sound crazy from what I just said. If you're watching the full YouTube, you're going to be super confused. I'm going to go Josh Allen.
Oh, you're silly, man.
The decision making, power scalers are in the comments. But Joe Burrow's decision making. First of all, listen, I am, and I'm going to steal this from Daniel because he did this to me in basketball, but 2020 a long time ago, Joe. I ain't gonna lie. It's only so many. I give you so many years living on that Super Bowl, but it has been He 27 with a comeback player of the year award. That's it.
That's nasty.
Yeah,
nasty.
Come on now.
Listen, Joe, it's time to put some pelts on. And this is something that is not. I'm going to use it against you because y'all use it against other teams every Sunday. Listen, you got Jamar Chase, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie. You got Jamar Chase, my nigga.
You got some dogs.
Bro, you got Jamar Chase, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
You got some dogs.
All right, so I am going Josh Allen with this one. This one I wanted to jump in because I love Joe Burrow. You know how I was talking about Joe last year.
You watch every Joe Burrow snap last year.
Bro, I love Joe Burrow, dog. Yep. But my thing with Joe is the results on the field have to matter at some point.
Bro,
I'm sorry. You haven't made the playoffs in 2 years.
Yeah.
That's tough.
The last time you were in the playoffs, you lost. And you lost bad. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. I think an under 75 passer rating.
Niggas ran through you.
You were awful.
Yep.
And in the games you were supposed to win that were supposed to lock you in the playoffs, you lost.
Lost to the Pats last year.
You lost to the Patriots last year.
That's a bad
when you had your division rivals on the rope, up 7 with the ball. You throw an interception. That happens week 6, I believe, against the Ravens. Don't quote me on the week 6. It was somewhere around there. Week 6 against the Ravens, you turn the ball over, and it loses you the game.
Yep.
They never touched the ball. The way that defense was playing, you were going to score the ball. Y'all had scored on 6 straight possessions.
That's when the Ravens was
That's one of the worst defenses.
Yes.
29,
it was awful. That defense was disgusting.
That was a scary defense. That was for a fan.
Bruh. Lord. And so that is my problem with Joe, is that the results just have not been there. No MVP, no All-Pros. You're just banking off of 1 Super Bowl and beating Mahomes in a game you didn't play well in.
Right.
It's so frustrating to listen to, and just so frustrating to really listen to these commentators say he's better than Lamar.
Yeah.
Because my thing with
when I
this,
hear that, man.
because I want to say this, and I want to make this public
It
announcement.
pisses me off.
Everybody keeps saying there is a big four of quarterbacks in the NFL. There is not.
It's not.
It is a big three. It is Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Lamar Jackson. Joe Burrow does not deserve to be in that group of people. All of them have MVPs. All of them have been to an AFC Championship game. All of them have all pros. All of them are consistent Pro Bowlers. And they consistently make sure their team wins 10, 11, 12 games, no matter the circumstance.
Right.
Everybody wants to talk about the Bengals defense. The Ravens defense for 10 weeks was just as bad, and they were in the playoffs.
Legit.
Everybody wants to talk about the Bengals defense. The Bills defense was bad.
Terrible.
Everybody wants to talk about the Bengals defense. The Chiefs couldn't block for Patrick Mahomes, and they won 15 games.
That's right.
The year before, the receivers couldn't catch, and they won 13 games.
And the Super Bowl.
Great quarterbacks overcome adversity. And Joe has not done that. He does not deserve to be in that category with these top three quarterbacks.
And lastly, Joe Burrow has attributed adversity to his team in ways quarterbacks have not. Lamar Jackson isn't coming into camp with an injury. Josh Allen isn't coming into camp with an injury. The Bengals have started slow.
They gotta stop the slow start. They have to stop that.
That's
they
what,
have to.
And the thing with the slow starts is, fam, you're not in the AFC East, bro.
Yeah,
you are
some killers,
bro.
Yes.
You are in a division
Yes.
with the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Browns.
And the Browns gonna figure out they might be terrible, but their defense is always gonna they'll win some games.
That's a fact.
That's the Browns.
So you're putting yourself behind the 8 ball, like, fam. Listen, I'm a Patriots fan. It hurts me to say this. Y'all shouldn't lose to the Patriots in week 2 last year.
You shouldn't.
It's unacceptable.
It's unacceptable.
It's unacceptable.
And he played bad in the game.
literally.
It's not like he threw for 600 yards and they lost. He played bad.
If I'm the coach for Cincinnati, I know this is like not the norm. I have Joe Burrow playing the whole preseason. You
Bro,
have
he needs it,
Yes.
bro.
You need some reps.
He needs to play.
You need some reps. Not
Yes.
the whole like maybe first quarter here.
Yeah, first quarter every game.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, you need to because like
Right.
these slow starts.
But yeah, I can't have him in the big 4. Hell no.
Thank you. I'm glad
I
we
will
are
put my guy. If my young boy
It's
wasn't a sophomore,
listen,
they
it
get
is a
sophomore
couple
slump.
niggas I would put above Joe Burrow for this next season. Like
All
a
right.
couple
Well,
niggas.
I'm glad we're next on this because, all right, I didn't stay with this. Mahomes, Lamar, Allen are the top 3 issues chosen. At number 4, we have Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels.
I can't do it.
Look into the camera.
can't do it.
I'm looking into the. Hold on. Ask the question again.
Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels looked into the camera when I told you
do
that.
it yet, not yet.
Because what you say, Rock? You say everybody want to talk about the Bengals defense?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that Commanders defense.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
talk about the people that was on the
Yeah.
other end of that ball in Washington.
Yeah.
It wasn't no answers on that team.
Okay.
It was nobody on it. It was Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, and a dream.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
You want to
Okay.
talk about a nigga overcoming?
Yeah.
When, like, RG3 was one of the most electric college quarterbacks we've ever seen, had one of the best rookie years we've ever seen. He didn't get to the conference championship.
Yeah.
And, not for nothing, they kind of played him just like the Chiefs did. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like
Yeah.
like the Commanders got blew out. It was like, oh, man, good for them to get there. And then they blew the Chiefs out. I was like, damn, maybe the Commanders were the 3rd best team in football.
Yeah.
And we just don't know. I think Jaden Daniels next season is going to take such a crazy leap because the first season he had was kind of like the CJ Stroud year. Of course, they mimicked each other where it was like, we don't know how good you're going to be, so we're not going all in yet. Mm-hmm. Now you have pieces there. Now you are seeing them like
Yeah, Debo.
Debo. Didn't Marshawn Lattimore go there? Like,
Yep.
They are building pieces on that team to compete.
They got an offensive lineman.
Listen, they are not only is he gonna be a better quarterback than Joe Burrow next year, they're gonna be a better team than the Bengals next year.
All right, I love it. I love it. You know, I love doing. He's so much better than me. I would be stealing one. I suck at picking shit. But pause. That's crazy. But Joe Burrow next group. Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts.
This nigga Joe Burrow just can't catch a break. Listen,
I wouldn't have put Joe. I put Joe Burrow over Jalen. Me personally, I just couldn't.
over Jaden because he's sophomore.
I thought you were saying I can't do it because you were saying I can't put
No,
Joe
no,
in front of
I
him.
can't.
Okay, explain why you
okay,
wouldn't put
okay.
Joe in front
Yeah.
of Jalen.
I
Okay.
could just because that sophomore slump is real.
Okay.
And now
you gotta see it first.
And now defense is a different scouting report
Right.
now.
Yeah.
So
That's
now
fair.
now I don't know about week 6. It's like
Yeah.
all right, issue.
That's a fact.
I just can't.
That's
CJ
fair.
Stroud.
That's a very fair.
His drop off was
Yeah.
a significant. You weren't your superpower wasn't the same you had as So
That's a fact.
when I see him like week 4, week 5, it's like, all right, cool. That's why I can't. Just because it's sophomore slump.
I'm gonna get back to that CJ Stroud point in just a second. But Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts.
So listen, I'm going Jalen Hurts again. Listen, like Daniel said something very interesting about Joe Burrow's go. Results gotta matter.
Yeah.
Before last year,
Yeah.
Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts had accomplished the same thing.
Yeah.
They both lost in the Super Bowl. They both had, great teams. Listen, as much as we poo-poo that 2020 Bengals team, the best safety on the league was on that team.
It was. And
that defense was loaded with people.
and they had hella takeaways at playoff run.
Yeah,
hella
like
takeaways.
that was an amazing defense. And listen, Jalen Hurts, of course, tons of help in Philly. He has never lacked help. But you giving me Super Bowl appearance and then a Super Bowl victory, Super Bowl MVP, and you went toe-to-toe with Mahomes in the first one?
Yeah.
What else can I ask of Jalen Hurts would be my question.
Can't do it.
What else can I ask of Jalen Hurts to be above Burrow? Because you know what Jalen Hurts is not?
What?
Because we're going to hear a lot about what Joe Burrow does that Jalen Hurts do. You know what Jalen Hurts is not?
What?
Hurt.
Okay.
You know what Jalen Hurts is not?
What?
A slow starter.
Okay.
He's dependable. He's reliable. While everything around him is crumbling, Jalen Hurts is the adult in the room to the point they thought it was a power. Niggas thought it was a power struggle between the head coach and the quarterback. Because Jalen Hurts is in such command of the entire organization.
Yes.
Not just the team.
Intangibles, man. Intangibles.
Man, I can't do that, brother. I can't do that, brother.
we got hella quarterbacks to get to, so we're gonna jump. We're gonna rapid fire these next 3 and then revisit the top 10.
Bet.
All right. So next one. This is for 6.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert.
Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Joe Burrow.
He has a lot.
Okay.
We
I
have
thought so. I thought so.
Joe Burrow.
I thought so.
What's the Twitter thing? It's time to have a conversation.
Oh yeah.
About
Oh
Justin
yeah.
Herbert.
Oh yeah.
It's time.
Oh yeah.
Listen, your boy
We
not
finna
gonna like this. Your boy.
Roby.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
Roby.
In about
It's
2
time,
minutes,
Roby.
we're gonna have one.
Listen,
2 minutes.
hypothetical man. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Hey, it's time to have a him.
Yeah,
it's
meet
time.
what if man. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's time. Oh,
Justin Herbert, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford.
I like that. I like that. I think that's the first one y'all agreed on.
Yeah.
All right. Justin Herbert, CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud.
Nice.
CJ
I
Stroud.
like it. Okay, I like it. Justin Herbert, Baker Mayfield.
Baker. I'm a Baker fan.
Listen, I ain't
I'm
gonna
a
lie.
Baker fan.
I ain't gonna lie.
Wow.
I like Baker, boy.
Give me shake and bake. Hey,
Okay.
Listen, it's something about a quarterback who will put it on the line for real.
Man,
Like,
Okay.
quarterback who'd have seen the bottom, who'd have seen the trenches of the
Hey,
league.
you ain't lying.
Yo.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
Give me Baker,
All right.
boy.
At 10 for the final spot, we have a pick between. This is interesting because I don't know how y'all are gonna pick this.
Okay.
Justin Herbert or Jared Goff.
Jared Goff. I'm picking Jared Goff. I'm not a Herbert fan. I'm not a Herbert fan.
I'm gonna go golf.
I'm going
Okay.
Goff. I'm a Jared.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
Jared Goff, bro.
So that rounds out our 10. At 1, starting with 1, we have Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Matt Stafford, CJ Stroud, Baker Mayfield, and Jared Goff.
Okay.
All right.
Jalen Hurts a little too high. Jalen Hurts too high.
All right. So I want to start asking questions about the top 10. You just said this, Jalen Hurts is too high. Why do you say that?
I just think everything is all fancy and stuff when you win. But what we have a conversation of where he wasn't even passing the ball to some of his receivers, or they were having like a problem with like how he was passing the ball.
Yeah,
Season?
listen, that's a fact. That I will agree. That is definitely a fact. They were frustrated with the passing game.
2,900 passing yards.
And I was
Yeah.
saying like, and I hate to like do the comparison, but
Yeah.
if we drop like I can't put Hurts over Burrow. Burrow's still. Hey, Joe Cool. Like, you put Joe Cool with the Eagles, they going to do the same exact thing.
So
You can't touch push with Joe Burrow.
Ish's list is very similar to mine. Mahomes, Lamar, Allen is my exact 3. I am flip-flopping between Joe and Jaden at 4, just like he is. The only reason I went Joe at 4 is simply because of the sophomore slump.
That's why
I need one game.
I like him over. Me personally, a fan,
Yeah.
yes. With my heart, yes.
Yeah.
With my head is like, nah,
Because-
I gotta see more.
And this is the point I was about to make, but I wanted to save. For Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and Jaden Daniels, Jaden Daniels remains to be seen, but I think we're going to see what we saw last year. if they throw the ball as well as Joe Burrow, they are better than Joe Burrow. It is really that simple for me because Joe Burrow cannot do half of what they do with their legs.
Right.
And it's not the Bo Nix, like Bo Nix was top 7 in scramble yards last year. Those are scramble yards.
Right.
I am talking about you can design a run for Lamar, Jaden, and Josh.
Right.
You can scramble for a touchdown. You can pick up a fumble and run around the entire field and throw a touchdown. That athleticism they possess, Joe simply does not. He simply does not possess it. So if they are as good as passers, then they're better players. It's really just that simple. You put T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Gesicki, Chase Brown with that offense, with Zach Taylor as their offensive coordinator, I promise you all of them are putting up numbers.
1,000%.
I promise you they are.
But wasn't Joe Burrow numbers like historic last year too though?
No, they were just really good.
They were really good. But
And don't let me. That was me. They were fantastic. They were fucking.
they were amazing.
They were amazing. Let me not do that. They were amazing.
1,000% amazing numbers. But I agree with Daniel's point where Joe Burrow has to be so much better than every dual threat quarterback. He's playing against a spread almost.
Yes.
It's like if I can get this production out of somebody who's also going to change the run fit and the numbers in the box.
Yes.
I have to lean that way where, like you said, all right, we can drop Joe Burrow with Saquon and A.J. Brown. And yes, that's one of the best teams in the league for sure.
Yes.
And they obviously could compete for a championship, but it doesn't change the numbers in the box the same way Jalen Hurts doing the read option for Saquon does. And for a running back like Saquon, you take one person out the run fit, that's 6 home runs that season.
Yes.
Just because everyone else has to be so much better.
And then not only is it the read option that takes away, they also add in the RPO.
Right.
So you have the tight end either doing a slip, my favorite play on college football right now, or you have the bubble. So you have 2 defenders that can't move because they're worried about this option. And like it's just said, that makes Saquon better. So, yes, I think Jalen Hurts is either 5 or 6. I think they have been rating Jalen Hurts too low.
Yeah.
You have kind of said why, but let me ask you for the virality of the situation, not our situation, but of the situation with Cam Newton.
Yeah.
They have been attacking Cam Newton's career for some reason.
That side of the Jalen Hurts discourse is disgusting.
It's like, yo, I can't. Like he said, he was 11. He was like, he's 11. These are the reasons why. Right. And then y'all was like, well, you didn't win a Super Bowl. Yeah. And it's like, well, that's not what anything he had to say. He didn't say anything like that. So can you speak to just that fiasco of Cam Newton?
1,000%. And what I wanted to lead off with this, with the Jalen Hurts to Philadelphia Eagles. First of all, shout out to Philadelphia Eagles fans because they are very, I would say, ravenous. I have several friends that are Eagles fans. But what y'all got to stop doing is y'all got to stop talking like y'all just won 4 Super Bowls. Because y'all did this shit last time y'all won the Super Bowl. Yep. And I will take you back for the niggas that don't remember. They won a Super Bowl versus the Patriots, one of the best games ever. You know, they did a little trick play, da-da-da. Salute.
Great game.
And Jason Kelsey or Lane Johnson, one of them go to the press conference like, yeah, we win championships and have fun. They won a couple not having fun, but we're going to win them having fun. And you didn't win any until last year. Like, I hate what's frustrating for me is like people are acting like Jalen Hurts win the Super Bowl every single year.
Yes.
It's like, oh, you want Lamar Jackson over Jalen Hurts? You must not like winning. Y'all won 1 Super Bowl. Like, that is what, like, that is my thing. Like, just breathe on that. But to the comparison with Cam and Jalen Hurts, I can sum it up in one sentence. Unfortunately, we were there. We were there, unfortunately. Like, that is y'all biggest problem. Like, when I get on Twitter and niggas are like, the 2014 Broncos defense wasn't that good. Time out. We were there. We watched Tom Brady not get a first down for 2 quarters in an AFC championship game because that is one of the best defenses ever. Not one of the best defenses of the era. Not one of the best defenses of that decade. That defense is one of the best defenses. They got DeMarcus Ware and Von Miller on the D-line and Chris Harris and Aqib Talib in the secondary.
All in their prime.
Playing press man the entire game. Daring you to throw the ball. Did Cam Newton play great in that Super Bowl? Absolutely not. No, should he have played great in that Super Bowl? No! That's one of the best defenses ever. He was not going to rip that defense apart. Like, that is my biggest frustration. Like, Eagles fans, I remember what life was like before it looked like this. Mm-hmm. Y'all didn't just wake up the best roster in the league.
Yes. Thank you.
I remember when it was Quez Watkins out there trying to catch that pass and it wasn't getting caught.
It was not. And Carson Wentz, the quarterback.
Literally. And then what did they go do?
I remember that.
When they had a situation that Cam was in where we didn't have a wide receiver, did they just say, fuck it, Jalen Hurts going to figure it out, Cam going to figure it out? Mm-hmm. No. They said, we'll go get A.J. Brown, one of the best wide receivers in the league. We had a good run game with DeAndre Swift, but the 49ers had the best run game in the league. So we should go get a superstar running back. So you go get Saquon Barkley. The defense was the worst defense in the league. So we go get the best defensive mind available and flood it with first-round talent.
Vic Fangio.
And then you draft two, and you hit on 2 defensive corners. You hit on 4 straight D linemen. Like, what?
Georgia boys too.
And they're everywhere. Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, they're everywhere. That is what's so frustrating is everyone, I feel like, gives the Eagles as a team their proper credit as being one of the best rosters ever constructed. But with that is everyone, no one's going to get an outsized portion of the meal. No one is going to say A.J. Brown carried the Eagles to a championship. Yeah. That's fair. No one is going to, as good as Saquon's season was, and of course it would have been an MVP season if Jalen Hurts wasn't getting pushed in his ass into the end zone. But no one's going to say that's one of the best running back seasons ever, even though it was.
Yeah.
Because you're on one of the best teams. Yeah. That goes like that for everyone. And that's not selective to Jalen Hurts. And that applies to Cam Newton. Like, when Cam Newton went 15-1 and carried them to a Super Bowl, we were there. We know who was on that team. It was 2 good. I'm going to say 3. Thomas Davis, Luke Kuechly, Cam Newton. Yeah. Everybody else, we'll see who plays good on Sunday. Hey, and Greg Olsen. I'll throw Greg Olsen's love.
Absolutely great. Yeah. Shout out my boy Greg.
Hey,
shout out my boy Greg.
Hurts is not doing what
not even close. Not even close.
You don't have to say
it's not in his body.
No one's doing that.
It's not in his body.
You can count on your hand how many quarterbacks are getting that team to the Super Bowl. Yeah. It was asinine because the thing is, you have to do what he did with Mike fucking Shula as your offensive coordinator.
Yo,
they were running a college-style offense. Cam was throwing a screen pass, a shallow route, or he was throwing the ball 92 yards on a rope.
Fam.
Like, it was no intermediate. It was no finesse to the offense.
None.
And that's why people were like, why was his completion percentage that year at like 61, 59? Yeah. It was because of the style of offense.
I'm launching deep balls to Ted Ginn every quarter.
Every game, every quarter, we're throwing a
special teams guy.
Philly Brown, 5'7" receiver. No. Ted Ginn, kick returner. Yeah. Devin Funchess, never was good. Like this is what Jericho Cotchery.
Yeah, Jericho Cotchery. Shout out Jericho Cotchery.
Come on, dog.
And then and like this is my thing. Because when Cam got to the Super Bowl, I thought the Broncos was going to flood them. They did. But I didn't think that was on Cam. The fumble thing, I'm tired of hearing it. I don't think it was that big of a deal because I think the game was going to be decided the way the game was going to be decided because the Broncos were a better team.
And the rest.
But 1,000%, because Cam never got a roughing call a day in his life. But like when you just look football-wise at the matchup, there is no universe the Panthers should win that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like if Cam had got to the Super Bowl and choked, shout out Matt Ryan, that would be different.
Yes. You had to do that one.
Hey, listen, you have 4 scores in the fourth quarter.
You
have 4 scores in the fourth. But like if Cam got to the Super Bowl and it wasn't in him,
that hurt. I cried.
That's one thing.
Yep.
But we didn't see that from Cam. And in that game, he was carrying. The only reason, like, that's what's so frustrating is, like, you carry niggas to the point where you got to be Superman. They be like, damn, you wasn't Superman long enough. It's like, that's DeMarcus Ware, my nigga.
What do you want me to do?
Like, that's Von Miller in his prime, my nigga. That Broncos defense was so good, they didn't have a quarterback next year, and they almost won the Super Bowl again. Like, that defense is so, like, dog, the way people try. And
Brock Osweiler.
Bro, that is my biggest thing, and I'm really starting to tell these niggas, like, fam, I was old enough to watch the entire 2014 season.
Yes.
We saw how good that team was, and listen, respectfully, it's not 10 quarterbacks you could say on their best day is better than Cam's best day, period.
I said that. Cam, when you do a regular list of like, okay, I got to be professional, no, he's not. When you talk about the 10 best quarterbacks you have ever watched, he is on that list, and I mean that. When you talk about the peak of their powers, there's not 10 quarterbacks you want over Cam Newton. There's not.
I don't also, too.
That goes for college and NFL if we talk crazy.
No, listen, I don't even, respectfully, don't broach the college conversation is Cam or Tim Tebow. I don't want to hear no other name in
No
there.
other name.
Period. Like,